Hey guys, Michelle here, and welcome back to my channel, Awaken the Witch Within. A little bit of a channel name change early on here, but I realized the journey I'm on is about awakening the witch within me, and I know there's a lot of you out there who are also awakening the witch within yourself. So, a little tweak to the name here. Today I want to talk to you about something that's really important to me. One of my core values in life in general is being self-determined. Having the power of over my own life to determine what I'm doing with it, where I'm going, the choices I make. It's a really, if not the number one core value of mine, is really high up there. And I've done a lot of things in my life to have as much power over myself as an individual as I can. So I'm currently reading this book, Besom, Stain, and Sword. It's by Chris Warapello and Tara Love McGuire. If you're unfamiliar with them, they have a great podcast on witchcraft called Down at the Crossroads. Highly recommend you check that out. This is their first book. It came out last year. I actually pre-ordered it, but due to all the RV adventure craziness, I'm just now reading it, and I'm so enjoying this book. Really enjoying it. But the section that I want to talk to you about today is a section they have in here called Witchcraft and Sovereignty. This section really hit home to me because of how much I value having sovereignty. It's being able to self-determine and direct my own life is super, super important to me. And reading this section reminded me of one of my big whys of why I do witchcraft. It's because I want to have the power over my own life. I want to manifest what I want to manifest. I want my will to be what I put out there that comes to be and manifests and directs my life. My will, not anyone else's. So I just want to read you a couple things I've highlighted here because I think they're really important. Witchcraft ties deeply into matters of personal governance and individual control. It's about living in the world, for better or for worse. It's raw and it is dirty. It just really hit home for me about this is a big reason why I do witchcraft. It's about directing my own life, and it's about connecting with the world, connecting with the cosmos, connecting to everything that's out there for better or for worse. So many of us want to cling to the pretty, the light, the fun and happy aspects of anything in life. But the reality of the situation is that life is neither light nor dark, good nor bad. Life just is. And if you want to label things light or dark, good or bad, then you have to recognize the opposite. So for all the light work we do, there's shadow work. For all the benevolent spirits out there, there's some that are not so much. So what I am just reminded of that I think is so important, especially for people new to witchcraft, is to remember witchcraft doesn't give you power. Witchcraft reminds you of your power. This is something so many of us forget. Whether you're interested in witchcraft or you think it's the worst thing ever, we all can tap into our own power because it is always there. It's just so often we give that away. We give our power away to our family and let them direct us. Our partners, our friends, our jobs, our bosses, big corporations, the government. So many people just give their power away. The good news is, even if we've done that, because we've all done that. Look, we've all done that. I know I've certainly been at my job or a job in the past and just been like, yeah, I gave some of my power away because I didn't want to get fired. And I didn't know how to utilize my power in a way to make the situation better at that point, without giving away my power and without getting fired. But so many of us, like, all you have to do, anyone, is take your power back. And witchcraft is one way to do that. There's a lot of ways. People go through life and have their own preferences for how they do this. And one woman I know who is one of the most powerful and one of the most strongest manifestors I know is a deeply devoted Christian. And I love her. She's so strong, and she's a mentor of mine. I absolutely admire her, and her teachings are absolutely wonderful. She doesn't teach about Christianity for her main work, but she doesn't hide the fact that she is a deeply devoted Christian, and she doesn't curse, and she certainly won't be watching this channel. But with that said, she is a powerful woman. Powerful. And she has tapped into her power in her way. And for a lot of us, the way we want to tap into our power is through witchcraft. And so I just want to remind you, your power is already there. You just have to tap into it. Start working with it and remember that it is there. So I'm sure we all know some of those people who are like, whoa, Jesus, take the wheel, right? They just throw up their hands and someone else take over. That's not us. That's not witches. Your power is there. So that's my main point in this. I just was so struck by this section of Besamstang and Sword, that I had to make a video about it, because I think it's super important for us to know what our why is. Why do we feel called to the craft? Why do we practice the craft? What is that underlying thing? Because it has to be for you, for it to really build. Don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. Take your power. Take your power, manifest. Let your will and intention be what drives your life, not someone else's. Now, we all live in the real world, and we can't control all the circumstances out there, but we can sure as hell do what we can do as witches and make the best life possible for us. Reclaim your sovereignty. Direct your own life. Take your power back. Reclaim it. I'm reclaiming mine. And I hope you'll join me as I continue in this journey of awakening my witch and reclaiming my power. And if I can help you in any way, send me a message, drop a comment, because I'd be happy to hear your thoughts. Talk to you guys next time.